Hopefully we get that warm front because it is officially gardening season. We have Grant here from the University of Illinois, and he is going to break down some great gardening tips. Good morning, Grant.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us last segment. And we did plant this here,
yes.
which smells like greenery.
Smells like summer.
Yeah, smells like summer. So how has the weather been affecting as far as like gardening or vegetables? Because I know we kind of spoke about that on the phone one time.
Yeah, it's still a little bit slow. We'd like it to be a little bit warmer. We'd like it to be a little bit more consistent as far as just being sunny as well, just for our tomatoes, peppers, and other things. So they're not happy. They're growing. They're just not happy.
Is there any way that you could get around that as far as, I mean, if you're not gardening, let's say outside, but maybe on your patio?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, if you had something on a patio like we have here, you might actually be able to, manipulate the growing a little bit. Just making it a little bit warmer in some ways could help the plants out. And even just the way that you have it in a container can sometimes warm that soil up and speed things along.
Got you. Now, I know that you've dealt with a lot of gardening and greenery and vegetables, especially at the University of Illinois. You teach a class there, correct?
Yes, I'm with the University of Illinois Extension. So we do a lot of outreach work in the community and help people when it comes to fruits and vegetables, as well as just anything related to horticulture. We provide services as well as a hotline for questions.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So can people like attend a workshop or anything that you have?
Yeah, they can visit our website and they can kind of see upcoming programs that we are holding through the University of Illinois Extension, as well as even just giving us a call at the Rockford office.
Okay.
They can reach us that way.
And what have you noticed is like the hardest thing people like come to you and say, look, I've been trying to grow some vegetables and I've been having a hard time doing this. What is that thing?
Sometimes I think it's those long season ones. So a watermelon, for instance, can sometimes take 120 days to actually get that final watermelon. Okay. And we're in such a different climate that, the erraticness sometimes of it will mean that you may not get that watermelon. So
Okay.
you've devoted so much time to it and energy, and it's just the issue of the climate that doesn't work for us.
Got you. So we did, go ahead and plant or put this in the pot, but now you have something new to show me.
Yeah, we probably need a trellis.
Okay.
So that's the next step.
Now tell me about a trellis. I'm not, like I said, I don't have a green thumb, so I don't know all the things that go into a trellis, but tell me.
So for tomatoes and sometimes even peppers, you do want to have some kind of staking system.
Got you.
So for a pot like this and a tomato this size, we might be able to get away with, say, a wooden stake, a smaller wooden stake placed inside here could provide some support, and then we would come through with a good kind of cotton string and go around it.
Is there any way that we could kind of display this on
We could kind
camera?
of do. I don't want to take out your...
Yeah, kind of, as
you
much
can
as
kind
you
of
can.
see,
All right, cool.
we put it in there, and we're
Yeah.
providing some good trellising here with this.
And so you would need to take the string and like wrap it around.
Wrap it around it, and as it gets
Okay.
taller, you would go from there too.
Okay.
You could also use a tomato cage. Why not take out another light as well?
So do I take this out?
You can go ahead and take it out,
Okay.
Nikki, and you can just lay it down.
Okay.
You could also do a tomato cage.
I feel
if
like
you want
a
smaller
vampire,
one.
like
They're
vampire killer.
they're a little risky too.
Yeah.
So you could use a tomato cage, and this
Okay.
one's a bit bigger than we like it to be.
And you just stick
you
it
would
in there.
stick it in there. A lot of folks that grow tomatoes really hate tomato cages just because at a certain point the tomato will take over the tomato cage.
Okay.
So you can play around with it, just know it's not going to be the most fun experience.
It's going to be like a vine kind of situation?
It will, yeah.
Okay.
For the two tomatoes here, these are Cherokee purples, they're going to get really tall, probably taller than both of us.
Oh, wow.
And so they would need kind of a traditional staking system. And you can kind of see what we could do is pretend we're growing these. And basically you're putting a stake before the first plant, a stake before the second plant, spacing these about 1.5 feet apart, and then kind of going through there with our string.
Okay.
And as it gets bigger and bigger, you go forward with it.
Some great tips for you guys to be able to grow your own home garden. From tomatoes and carrots, there's things that we've learned today to be able to make it a successful grow.
Certainly.
So thanks so much, Grant, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Your headlines from around Illinois are coming up next. Make sure you stay with us.